Okay, so last week they did a rough tilling of the back 4.5 acres of our property. I was going to do a video on it, but all it was just a disc tiller, and they just basically moved the dirt. What they're doing now is they're coming back and doing more of a fine grade prepping, which is more like a cultivating. And so here comes the tractor right now, and what I want to show you is the back of where the actual tiller is. So you see there's disc tillers there. There's 2 rows of disc tillers, and then the back row looks like a flail. See if I can zoom in a little bit more. So it's a flail that runs around and smooths the dirt out. So they can get it from, let me zoom out a little bit. Well, not that much. So they can get out, and instead of it looking like this, it looks like this. So now it's fully prepped to be able to do the planting. So if it's like it was last year, they did this and then they sit on it for a couple of weeks to make sure that everything, all the weeds in there die. Then they turn around and then they'll start planting. We had 2 frosts in the last week, which were hard freezes. The last one was yesterday. And so the last frost here is around April 1st. So they're probably gonna wait to probably about maybe second week of April to actually start planting. Don't quote me on that. And it takes them about an hour to do this 4.5 acres. The equipment for this size of property, the 4.5 acres, is obviously way too big, but they do the 15.5 acres across the street. They probably are across the street, right next to us. They probably do at least 100 acres in this very immediate area, and I don't know exactly what all they do. How much acreage they actually farm, but it's probably within a mile of us. It's easy 100 acres, if not way more than that. But it was funny because last week they did all the ground prep work and everything, and then they turned around and last Friday was a major windstorm, and of course the wind had to blow across the field and right onto our house. So every time we opened the door, it was like a dust storm in the Sahara type situation. So anyway, I thought this is kind of neat just to see how they are doing the prepping. I'm not going to do videos like this all the time, but if it's something that I think is a little different that I hadn't seen before and I think looks neat, then I'll just do a little video on it. So, like I said, it'll take about an hour for them to do this, and then they'll be done with this portion. Then when they go to plant, I'll probably do a video of that too, because I want to see how that's done.